Hello again. I must say I really am pleased with the response I've received from the last 3 videos that I've made. This one you'll note is called Getting Out, Staying Out and Coming Out. Bear in mind I joined the Royal Air Force when I was 17 and 15 years later I was still there. And in all those 15 years I've had to live under a cloak. How I did it, I don't know, but I did. But it was beginning to wear thin. I was beginning to get pretty depressed about the whole situation. And I woke up one morning and I said, hang on, I'm serving my country, I'm in a senior position, I do a pretty sensitive job in communications. I've been awarded this, which was awarded to me for meritorious service, and yet there I was 15 years later beginning to wonder just what the hell, what was I doing? It was still homosexual or queer, the gay word wasn't even there, and I had to do something about it. Now there were 2 or 3 ways. One was to come out. That would have meant instant dismissal with all sorts of remarks written on my discharge papers. The other was to get caught, if you like, and that would have been court-martial. And then I thought, no, hang on, I'm going to go see the doctor and have a private discussion with the doctor. Well, it was the best thing I ever did. He was superb. The whole thing was handled very tastefully, very well indeed, and I had no grumbles. I was eventually discharged for medical reasons. I wasn't very happy about that because there was absolutely nothing wrong with me, but they had to put something on the paperwork, so they put down medically unfit for Air Force service after all those years. However, I wasn't grumbling because I was free. I was free to do whatever I wanted to do, go wherever I wanted to go, and meet as many people as I wanted without the fear of being caught, which was a massive relief. A massive relief, believe me. You'll notice at the start of this video there is a picture of a crest which is Royal Air Force Steamer Point. For those of you who don't know where Steamer Point is, it's in Aden, and Aden is at the bottom end of the Red Sea, just before you turn the corner to go towards the Gulf states. And that is where I spent many years, many happy years, and where I met a special person who unfortunately is no longer with us. But there you go, that's another story. So that was me out of the Royal Air Force. Now there was the question, if you like, of staying out, because of the sensitivity of the duties that I used to do in communications. We had a civilian arm which was doing the same job, and would you believe they contacted me and asked me if I would go back oh dear, go back and do the same job in the same place but as a civilian. And of course what was on my records was of no importance to them, and I could just continue to do the job, which I thought was bloody hypocritical, as there I was, just the same person. The only difference was that I wasn't wearing a uniform. hey ho. So that's what I did for another 15 years. But in those 15 years I worked for the Foreign Office, and I made no secret of my sexuality, and neither did I broadcast it. I didn't think that was necessary. If you met somebody, you met somebody. And you just kept things private like we used to do in those days. Coming out wasn't there, it was still waiting in the wings, but how to do it was the question mark, I suppose. How to approach your friends. And I say friends because, let's face it, once you come out, you will then find out who your friends are. I spent, again, many happy years doing that particular job. Met quite a few people, and in the area where I was, there were one or two clubs, pubs if you like, just beginning to start. And then the word gay started to be used. Now, some of you may know, and some of you may not know, but the word gay simply comes from a musical written by Noel Coward, and it was called Gay is the Word. Well, of course, we all know that Noel Coward was one of the biggest screamers in the theatrical business, and so consequently that word gay was attached to him, and it followed on that the gay word would be used to describe homosexuals. I'm not so sure whether I liked it at the time, but it grows on you, and it grew on everybody, and to such an extent that even the Oxford and English Dictionary uses it, rather to describe being happy, gay and happy. It actually uses the word to describe being a homosexual. So the world spins around, doesn't it, in very strange ways. Very, very strange ways. Now, staying out, yep, there I was out, and I stayed out. Let's talk about coming out, especially to those of you who are having difficulty. Don't. Just make your mind up one day and say, to hell with this. Why should I hide? Why should I pretend to be who I'm not? Pick your time carefully, pick the person you want to confide in, and believe me, you will be amazed at how well you will be received, and then you will find out who your real friends are. The ones that don't want to know will soon disappear. And so what? They're not friends, are they? But the ones that know you for who you are and for what you are and for the kind of person you are, they will stay there and they will be your friend. Whether they be gay, straight, bi or whatever, they'll be there. I could go on a lot more, I suppose, but I really wanted to emphasise the fact that do yourself a favour, especially those young people that have been sending me messages, and I suspect that there are one or two young servicemen amongst you. Just take your time and come out, and you'll feel a lot better, believe me.